Soul family. Okay, so I'm giving each of you a little explanation because this is the first time I'm doing this. I'm going to be doing the hybrid readings where you're going to choose your item, but I'm also doing it by zodiac, and this time I'm separating it into 4 separate videos. It's going to be water signs, air signs, fire signs, earth signs. Okay, so I've already done the first, which was water signs, and right now we're going to do air signs. So what we're going to do is air. We're going to think about air, and we're going to choose your item. You're going to choose from the dream catcher. You're going to choose from the birds flying, all the birds. Right now we see a crow, and we just saw a sparrow. So a victory sparrow. The crow talks about the trickster. It also talks about the transformer, the magician, right? But so those are your 2 right now. Okay, so crow is definitely. I spoke this morning to the water signs about crow, and how crow gets a bit of a bum rap. I was using crow in the negative, and of course, there's positive and negatives to all of our animal messengers, and they're all my friends. They're my best friends. I grew up with them. They were my childhood friends. So I don't like to focus on the negative. We have to see both, and you've got to see what they're doing and what's going on when, and what you're thinking when they show up in your life, which is giving you the message. So right now there's a song playing, and it's basically a story of a guy who allowed his imagination to get away with him. He started overthinking something, and it was a negative thought, and he turned this thought in his head, this fear that he had, into this crazy story that wasn't even real. And by the time he was done, he had created the biggest drama. So the trickster's coming forward with the crow, and sometimes it's you. Sometimes you're the one who's doing this to yourself. Has your mind been playing tricks on you? Right? Do you need to fly high and look at things from a higher perspective? The crow is a bird that is very intelligent. It's got the biggest brain of all birds. Isn't that funny? According to size, it's got the biggest brain. So very intelligent, that's why it's the trickster, because it's smart. It can manipulate, it can maneuver. Have other people manipulated you? Have they twisted things around intentionally in order for you to see things from a skewed perspective? And did it cause a big drama for you? Think about that. Things aren't always as they appear. Sometimes it's just a beautiful crow that's showing you that there's magic and miracles around you, and you're being supported. And right then a homing pigeon came by. Maybe it's about asking yourself, where is my true home? What is home to me? Home is where the heart is. Is it peaceful in my home? Is there something that's going on in my home that I have to address? Okay. Everybody's got a little bit different depending on, what comes to me at the time. But crow is your messenger right now. So I might put the crow, all the full crow message, and let you see how it applies for you in your life right now. So let's start with music. Interesting, when I did that for the water signs, it was a very short. The vibration was very short. So that could represent you're very close, vibrating close with someone, you're right there, or it could be showing you that your vibration is low vibration. And for water signs, that's what it came across. It was a low vibration, meaning, and their message was self-care. So you guys had a very strong vibration. It lasted quite a long time. So let's see. For all water signs, what we're going to do, not water signs, I'm sorry, all air signs, we're going to give one message for all of you, and then we're going to give clarifiers for each sign, okay? So we've got the birds, we've got the dream catcher. What else did we choose? Air. The birds, the dream catcher. Oh my, did I choose something else? Now I gotta sit here and figure out what we chose. We chose the dream catcher, we chose the birds flying. Maybe I didn't choose something else. Air signs. Air signs. The wind. We'll choose the wind. So the dream catcher, which has got avian messengers on it, right? The bird feathers. We've got the actual birds themselves. And we've got the wind. Okay, but for all of you, your main message, and if I chose something else, I apologize. I might not have done it. Okay, for everybody's message, Mildew Fairy. Okay, so it's time to clean some stagnant emotion up. We got this yesterday. I don't know which sign got this yesterday. I can't remember, but there's pooled emotion in some area of your life for all air signs. And you need to get some fresh air, a fresh perspective on things. Mildew can be positive and it can be negative. There could be something that you're looking at as negative, which is actually positive. 1 and 5 is 6. Maybe you're focusing too much on the material world because that's what the number 6 means. Or you're looking at a situation in your life and you're thinking it's a negative, but it's actually a positive. Has there been, like for myself, I'll give an example. My work. I told you how the psychic hotline that I work on, they up the prices, right? Drastically. And they cut my commission drastically, which caused me to have to raise prices, which caused the amount of calls that I was getting to be cut drastically. So you can look at that as a negative, or I can look at that as a positive, because what it's doing is it's giving me time. What I'm doing is I am qualified, I'm good, I've got regular clients. So instead of having my phone ring off the hook with a bunch of callers that were very inexpensive callers, so they were just kind of, I was getting a lot of very negative, toxic people, and it was difficult for me. I couldn't go to the bathroom with my phone without my phone ringing and missing it, but yet I wasn't making any money. So here I was expending all of my energy with very little return, and it was very, very stressful for me. So now I have no worries about the right people will call in, and they know she's good at what she does and she's worth it. And I may not get as long of calls as I got before, but I am getting the people that are quality, people that are actually wanting to hear what Spirit has to say and the guidance. So what do I do with my time in between? I do things like this. I spend time on myself. Yesterday I took 2 very long, very good calls. It was a Saturday. It was a day I should have been relaxing, but I took 2 very good long calls. I made decent money. I didn't spend my whole day. I went out for lunch with my landlord. I took care of myself. I hung out with the cats. I took time for me. So it's a positive. So something in your life you're looking at as a negative could actually be a positive. It's in your perspective. Or is there some kind of emotion that you're stuffing, that you're keeping inside, that's gotten you feeling steamed up, that you need to express something? Do you need to figure out how to express it appropriately? Because a lot of times we could get steamed up over something, and yet, you know what? It's not going to be helpful in a situation for that to be expressed. Sometimes we just need to get it out. So maybe we need to be careful of who we speak to and the words that we choose, but get it out. If you need to go punch your pillow and cry, and if you have tears that you're holding back, I don't want to be seen as weak. There's people who fight back the tears. It's not good. It makes you sick. It makes you sick. So in some area of your life, there is emotion that's pooled up, and it's not good. Spirit's wanting you to come get a fresh perspective, a breath of fresh air. Maybe you literally just need to do that. Open up your doors and windows. Get the fans going. Get some fresh air. Maybe what you need to do is reorganize your patio. Reorganize your closet. Change things around. Switch things around. I was habitual for this when I was a young mother. I had the house in Canada, and my ex-husband would come home from work, and I swear every other month I was completely rearranging the entire house. It used to drive him crazy, but I wanted things fresh. So switch things around. Everything doesn't have to always be in the exact same spot, because we're never always in the exact same spot. Switch pictures out. I have people that switch pillows out. You know, it goes into winter season, they bring out the warm snuggly blankets. Summertime, they've got the lighter ones. Switch things around a little bit. Anytime we switch up, like me, the way I'm doing these readings, anytime we switch things up, we bring a breath of fresh air in. So that's what you need to be doing right now. There is something maybe in your life that's unhealthy that you're not paying attention to. What could that be? Song right now, please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. There's somebody that's got fear. So there's emotion that maybe someone in your life is holding on to. This is somebody who has been mistreated, or who feels this way, or feels they've undergone something very difficult, and they're holding on to this emotion that's causing maybe a problem in the family. Are there hurt feelings that need to be looked at, need to be addressed? Does somebody need to apologize? There's something that's not happening right here that's in your highest good, and it needs to be cleaned up. And Spirit's pointing it out, and they don't want you to hide it. They don't want you to cover it up. They don't want you to hide it from yourself. They don't want you to ignore it. It could literally be you need to clean your house. Clean out the garbage can. Is there some strange smell in your house? When's the last time you cleaned your toilet? When's the last time you washed out your sink? When's the last time you went around and cleaned the doorknobs with a cleanser? Seriously, so that you get rid of bacteria. Do you have to clean your cat box? Has your dog been pooping in the yard and it's all over the yard? It's disgusting. Clean it up. Whatever it is, there's an unhealthy energy. Maybe it's your stinking thinking that needs to be cleared up. Maybe you're thinking negatively. Maybe you're thinking jealously. This is green, sticky. Maybe there's jealousy around you. Maybe it's caused a problem because of that. Maybe there's anger. Whatever it is, something needs to be cleared up. So for Geminis, we'll ask, what is the message? What is it for Geminis that needs to get cleaned up? How does it apply to you? Geminis, or those who chose the Dreamcatcher. We had the birds. Did we do Dreamcatcher first, or did we do birds first? If we did birds first, it's now Dreamcatcher. If we did Dreamcatcher first, it's now birds. I'll remember. And if we hadn't chosen, it's the Dreamcatcher. Okay? All right, so at 12 minutes and 32 seconds, Geminis, what area of your life? How does this apply to you? This is a young one. So this is someone taking care of another one. This one is holding on to a little baby dragon. These are all babies. So this is, maybe you need to clean, exactly what I said. Do you need to clean your cat box? Do you need to clean your yard? Do you need to give your animal a bath? Are you taking care of, do you need to clean up some family issues? This is family. Something to do with your little sister, your little brother, or maybe your big brother, your big sister. This is definitely to do with family. Somebody's caring. They're in a cave here too. They're hiding out. Is there a problem that needs to be addressed? Is there a distance? Is there care that needs to be given? Attention, are you ignoring this? That little dragon needs to be protected. It's one of a kind. It's being that it's new, it's susceptible to danger. Is there something going on that needs to be cleared up in regards to your own personal safety or that of someone else in your family? Do you need to take care of an animal? Is there an animal in your life, or a younger brother or sister or a nephew or a niece that is needing special care at this time? Have they been sick? Is there an elderly parent that may be feeling ill that needs to be cared for? It's frustrating sometimes when we care for other people. You know, it's when people are not well, maybe say a parent that has dementia, or someone that's going through a difficult time, somebody that deals with addictions. It's hard on anybody else to deal with this. But we have to understand they're like a child. They're needing care. They're not seeing things right. Are you under a lot of stress from this? Are you frustrated because of this? Are you holding on to anger because of that, and you are finding your things steamy? I just got a message about mushrooms. Has somebody got an addiction to drugs that needs care? Does somebody need to go to rehab? Is this a secret? Is this something is there a family secret that's causing a problem? This is about caring for the natural world as well, the environment. What can you do to help clean things up in your little area? When I take my canoe out, I take a plastic bag with me. And when I go along the shore, anything that's there, I throw it away. That's my way of helping clean up. What can you do to help clean up? Is there something that, when you go for a walk, do you let your dog go to the bathroom and not clean up after them? Take responsibility. What does your yard look like right now? Is it unkempt and unpleasant for neighbors? Is it something that needs to be addressed? Do you have weeds everywhere, dry patches of grass, things that haven't been taken care of? Do you need to clean up your car? Do you need to maybe is there a discussion that needs to happen in the family about people stepping forward and taking their part? Hey, you know what? Everybody needs to do something. Are you constantly cleaning up after somebody? Is somebody constantly cleaning up after you? Do you need to clean up a mess between your family members? Are you expecting others to clean up after you when it's you that needs to take responsibility? Are you taking the responsibility on for everyone else when it's their mess to clean up? Interesting. Okay, so you're all gonna get little messages as well. Hi, Lily. Hi, Mama's little chicken. Now, my little girl, she's not feeling well. Hi, baby girl. She's not feeling well, and she's not able to care for herself very well. I feed her, but she doesn't clean herself like she normally does when she's well. So I have to make sure to keep her face clean, hi baby girl, and keep her hair brushed, because she's not taking care of herself the way she normally would because she's not feeling well. So could you be a little bit more understanding? And could you be a little bit more attentive? Maybe that's what's going on. Has somebody done this for you, and do you need to express your thanks for that? Has somebody gone out of their way to care for you? Has somebody cleaned up a mess? Has somebody taken responsibility and really stepped in and taken a bullet for you? Do you need to clear something up? Is there a situation that you need to speak truthfully about? Do you just need to say thank you and show your appreciation? Take action. Whatever it is, you know, and you need to take action. It's your responsibility to clean something up. And that's the truth. You need to possibly speak the truth. Clear up a situation that remains murky. Is it with family and friends? This is a healthy environment. This is not a healthy environment. Do you need to spend more time out in nature and get out and get away from stale energy, stale air? Do you need to spend a little bit more time with animals instead of isolating yourself? Take action. Now is the time to focus on you. Okay, this one is alone with these little animals. Now is the time to focus on you. Are you looking at other people and pointing the finger and not seeing? Are you pointing, what is the Bible scripture? Are you pointing to the sliver in someone else's eye when you've got a rafter in your own eye? Now is the time to focus on you. Take action. Clean up your own yard before worrying about someone else's. Wow, there's a lot of messages coming today. I'm going to give you one more. I'm asking for one more. Is it that one? You deserve the best. Okay. You deserve the best. Recognize that. That now is the time to focus on you. It's not selfish to focus on yourself. It's time to take action. Get out into nature. Spend a little time in fresh air. Allow yourself to receive. Look for the beautiful things in your world. Get out and connect to spirit. And the best way to do that is in nature. Focus on your health. It's time to focus on your health. Do you need to do a detox? Do you need to pay attention to maybe addictive tendencies? Do you need to go and get help to help you stop consuming or partaking in something that's making you sick? Do you need to separate from the people that you've been around? Because now's the time to focus on you. You deserve the best in all ways, and it's time to take action. Okay, that's Gemini. Or the birds. Okay, so for Libras, or actually that was Gemini or the Dreamcatcher, right? Or the birds, whichever one we did first. I'm going to have to write those down too. Good grief. So if we did the Dreamcatcher first, this is for the birds. If we did the birds first, this is for the Dreamcatcher. And if we hadn't chosen, as I said, this will now be for the birds. Okay? And this is for Libras. How does this apply for you? Now this is interesting because this little fairy is sitting in a damp, moist place, right? That's where mildew grows. Things have gotten stagnant there. In this message, you see this little mermaid has outgrown their pond. They're safe amongst these ones. They've been camouflaging so much so that they've started to adopt the characteristics of the one that they're living with. Their body is starting to take on even the appearance of these ones, but they're not the same. They're different. This is cleanup time. This is stagnant. This is stuck. And this is exactly what's going on here. You are stuck. You've grown too big for this little pond. It's time for you to get out of where it is safe. Go explore. It's time for you to stop relying on other people and be more self-reliant. It's time for you to be your own individual self. The number 4 and 1. 5, a significant change is happening, always for the better. 6, don't be so focused on the material world. Are you worried about taking care of yourself? Because Spirit's saying, at this time, things are stuck, and you're stuck. It's time for you to get out, experience life again. Maybe you have been ill. Maybe you have been kept inside. And Spirit's saying it's time to get out and explore and become your own individual self. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Stop feeling like you can't. Maybe things went sideways, things went sour for you. Things got sick for you. And so it's kept you maybe cloistered up. Maybe you've been in the hospital. Maybe you've been in rehab. Maybe you've been isolated. Whatever it is, Spirit wants you to get out. Get outside and here, leave this little comfortable area that you've kept yourself in like a little cocoon. They want you to become the dragon. The koi, we spoke about this yesterday. This came up yesterday. So this is, and I don't know who it came up for, but it's extra emphasis. It's telling you at this time, even though it's safe where you're at and you're fed and you've got friends and clearly they love you and you love them, you feel safe amongst them, it's time for you maybe to branch out. They want you to become the dragon. The koi fish are, they call them dragons in the making. Well, you have grown. You've grown from this stage. Now maybe you've learned. Maybe you've been through a difficult circumstance. Maybe you've changed from this and now you've been enlightened and you've grown. And now it's time to leave and go see what else is out there. How big can I become? What can I do? It's about being your own personal self. Maybe you need to stop adopting the thoughts of other people. You've been stuck looking at things from one perspective. Maybe it's time to broaden your perspective. The koi, they will go through waterfalls. That's really difficult. The waterfall is a deluge of emotion. Well, you've had a deluge of emotion here and it's been sickly. But you're going to break through it. Spirit says it's time for you to break through that waterfall and see what's on the other side of that curtain. That's a powerful, maybe a powerful change has happened, a cleansing has happened, or needs to happen to brush away, clean away whatever it is in your life that's not working. But it's definitely time for you to come out from this stuck place. You've been feeling stuck in a situation. What situation have you been stuck in your life? And you're looking to others to take care of something for you. It's time for you to take care of yourself. Are you keeping others stuck, holding others back from expanding because you want to stay, everything to stay the same, but it can't stay the same. It gets sick that way. We need to express, we need to grow, we need to change, we need to evolve, we need to explore. Are you keeping only the ones that you're comfortable with in your presence? Are you not allowing new? Do you keep in your own little circle and don't allow anyone else in? Let's see what your little message is. You're busting free. There you go. Because you've been stuck in a place. This is your get out of jail free card. Woo! Emphasis on that. You're getting out. It's time to get out. You're busting free. Emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, whatever it is. This is something new. And it's good. This is a positive. Embrace it. Go for it. If that couldn't be more apropos. You're busting free. So maybe you're coming out of stinking thinking. Maybe you've had a real sickly way of looking at things. Maybe you were following the masses, right? You only hung out around these people, and so that's the only perspective you ever got. You're busting free. Maybe you're looking at things from a new perspective. Maybe you're going to start listening to some other people. Maybe you're going to keep an open heart and mind and expand your thinking. Let go of the stinking thinking. Whatever it is that's been keeping you feel stuck or others stuck. Take time to feel the love that surrounds you. Maybe you've not been well and you have been completely surrounded, taken care of, helped. Maybe you haven't recognized how much others have been caring for you. Maybe you've taken that for granted. Maybe that's your stinking thinking that needs to be cleaned up and it's been keeping you stuck. Maybe it's been keeping relationships stuck. Or maybe you don't feel that way. Maybe you feel isolated. You feel unloved. And you're holding on as tight as you can and not wanting anyone else to come into your friendship or your groups because you don't want to lose that. Recognizing that when you love, you only get more love. So feel the love that surrounds you. Fear of commitment. Have you a fear of commitment to becoming your own individual self? Are you fearing to commit to a certain life path that you know is best for you? Is there someone in your life that has a fear of commitment that maybe you can help? Is this someone that you love? Song right now. It's the song Out of Africa. So it's a remake of an old song. So is there an opportunity? Is there an opportunity for renewal in some area? But there's a fear of what has happened in the past that was not when things weren't good. And so you're camouflaging yourself or keeping yourself hidden. Do you have an opportunity? Because you're busting free. Feel the love that's there. Out of Africa. I miss the rains down in Africa. I miss the rains. Okay, busting free. Is it time to travel? Are you afraid? What is this fear of commitment in regards to? Time to let it go. Someone's got a fear of commitment. It's time to let it go. You're busting free. I miss the rains. Well, this is about staying stuck. This is about not exploring. This is about staying in one place, a pond that you've outgrown. This is about needing to travel, needing to go out, needing to become more of your own individuality. Show your own individuality. Become more of an individual. Not be so reliant on other people caring for you. It's keeping you stuck. But you've got a fear of commitment, or somebody does. You're busting free. It's time to let it go, whatever it was. Okay, it's time to let it go. Whoever it was, they got a fear of commitment. It's time for you to go. Maybe you've been holding on to something that isn't for you. It's all you ever hear me say. Since you've been gone, I can breathe for the first time. I don't feel stuck anymore. Since you've been gone, I'm moving on. Thanks to you, now I get everything that I deserve. So it's time to let it go. They had a fear of commitment. They weren't in your highest good. Feel the love that surrounds you. Bust free. Let go of that sick situation. That was pretty obvious. Okay. So for Aquarius, or those who chose the wind. I like that. For those who chose the winds of change. And as I say that, I see cormorants flying in the sky. Cormorants are the ones who, their message is don't work for other people and not be paid. Don't put a ring around someone else's neck and have them work for you and take it from them. Cormorants, they dive down deep under their emotional waters and they're able to emerge safe and sound. This is very emotional. Okay, so for Aquarius people, what is this regards to? Please don't lose hope. Autumn is my last chance. Okay, so you've been in a sickly situation that you need to clean up. So what you need to clean up is your attitude. You need to clean up your thinking. You're focusing on the negative. You're feeling out in the cold. You're thinking you don't have what you need to move forward, but you do. You've got in your hand something to feed you and nourish you. You've got something in your hand that you can plant seeds with and grow more and prosper, because those trees are not bearing any fruit. But you have. Is this a gift? Is this a talent? Your stinking thinking needs to be cleared up. You've lost hope. You feel that others don't care for you. You're waiting for others to clean something up for you when it's your responsibility to clean it up. Your hair is greasy. Your coat is dirty. There's nobody out there. It's going to get colder and colder and colder. The longer you wait for somebody to fix it for you, the colder you're going to get. So take a bite of what you've got. Are you waiting for something better? Are you constantly looking for where the grass is greener somewhere else? Because right now it's not green anywhere. What you've got in your hand, it's luscious, it's tasty, it's nourishing, it's healthy, and it can make more. So stop focusing on what you don't have. Stop focusing on the material world. A double emphasis on the number 6. You're too focused on this material world. Keep your thoughts focused up to spirit, your spirituality. Recognize that spirit brings to us everything that we need. Sometimes we need to get to this state before we realize what was important. Sometimes we don't realize what we have until it's gone. And now there's nothing left but this one apple. Maybe because spirit wants you to focus on that one apple. Here you're focusing on this pool of sickness. You're focusing on the negative. You're focusing on what was. And it's old and it's rotten and it needs to be cleaned away. And now you need to not look to outside here. You need to look to yourself. You need to be the leader. You need to move forward. You've got what it takes. You've got the ability to take care of yourself. Spirit can help you. Don't think you have to do it alone. You're not alone. Spirit is there for you. Always. Sometimes we have to lose in order to get our focus in order to realize what is a priority for us. Sometimes we don't think we have the ability to care for ourselves when we're holding it in our hand the whole time. Sometimes we just need to reevaluate and get a fresh perspective, let some air in, maybe get some ideas from someone else, maybe just keep your heart open and your mind open and say to Spirit, show me, what do I have? What do I have in my hand that I can do to clean things up for myself? What do I have in my hand in order to make my life more healthy? What can I do for my life? What do I have to clear away? What am I not seeing that's making me sick? Are there people? Am I hanging out with dead trees that have nothing to offer? Am I not realizing what's right in my hands? What I have the ability within my grasp. Song right now. I need a girl like you when I come through. And the guy's talking about, you know, maybe she's taking my shit for the last time. And she's saying, I don't need a knight and a white horse. I need to be treated with respect. Don't hide me. Don't pretend that I'm not good enough for you. Is that what's going on? Have you been taking somebody for granted in your life? You've been focusing on other things which were actually making you sick. Doing the same thing again and again, wondering why things aren't working, and here you've got it right in your own hand. You're focusing on the wrong thing. Be yourself and you will warm people's hearts. Are you trying to fit in to other people, other situations, so that you can be accepted? Right on, check it out. I just got breakfast delivered to me. Room service. Right on, thank you. Dang. Yum. Look at that. Are you not eating healthy? Are you taking things into your body that are not good for you? That's a very loud message. Now's the time to focus on you. Take some time. Get yourself cleaned up. Do a detox. Start eating proper foods. Nourish yourself. Physically, emotionally, spiritually. You're the one that has to do it. You're the one that maybe you just need to clean up your act. And you're the one that needs to do it. Now's the time to focus on yourself. Don't worry about other people. Don't worry about being what others want you to be. Just be who you are. Ooh, 2. Just dating for now. Open your mind to new ideas. Open your mind to new ideas. All of this. That's what we're saying. You need to keep an open-minded heart. You just need a new perspective on things. Focus on yourself. Be yourself. If you're dating, just be yourself. Your own true, authentic self. That's all you need to be. And then you draw to you what's in your highest good. Song playing. Oh, the best song. I know that you've come so far to be right where you are. How old is your soul? I won't give up on you. Wow. I won't give up on you. Someone is telling you they won't give up on you. I won't give up on you if you don't give up on you. Even if times get rough. I'm giving you all my love. Is there somebody in your life that's loving you that you're not appreciating? Do you know that Spirit feels this for you? When you're needing your space to do some navigating, I'll be here patiently waiting to see what you found. Because even the stars, they burn. Some even fall to the earth. Have you been feeling bad about yourself? We've got a lot to learn because these are just life lessons. And God knows we're worth it. I won't give up on you. This is Spirit saying that we won't give up on you, and you don't need to give up on yourself. Someone in your life is saying they're there to help you. I think you have them right in your hands. Spirit wants us to use the tools that we have. These lessons are tools. At least you're my friend. At least we didn't break. At least we didn't burn. We had to learn how to bend without the world caving in. You figured out what you've got and what you're not, and who you are. You figured it out. It wasn't all about all of these trees that didn't bear any fruit. Those leaves that just blew away, they weren't there permanently. The branches that broke, they said they would support you and they didn't. But you've got this in your hands. Just be yourself. Still looking up. Spirit will never give up on us. All right, you guys. God knows you're tough. You know what? Maybe you've felt like you've been through hell, you've been through the ringer, but you know what? You're a survivor. And you're still here. So look to Spirit and look to yourself to take care of you and feed on what you have in front of you. Take care of yourself. Just be you. Focus on you. You're a priority. Keep your mind and heart open. Spirit will give you the lessons and the guidance messages that you need. And as far as love in your life, just dating for now. That's okay. All right, you guys, I'm going to upload this, and then I'm going to go to my next signs. Love you.